We got a special delivery this morning from our friend Still Rocket. If you missed our last week's episode, he showed us how to fillet a lionfish and we cooked that up and it was delicious. But we got another special delivery from him this morning. Let's go see what it is. What do you think, Trix? Look like a good dinner? I'm going to attempt to fillet this up myself. There's a lot of meat there. So he gave me some guidelines on one side to follow. We'll see if I can do that. And we're gonna package up this meat and save some for later, have some for dinner tonight. As you can see, it's finally summer here, the rainy season. It's a bit windy and we're supposed to get about 5-7 inches of rain either tomorrow or the next day. I'm not quite sure, but we're gonna get a lot of rain here real soon. So it's nice to not have to go out to the store to feed ourselves. We're gonna have a freezer full of fresh fish. Got a just over 13-pound mutton snapper here. So I've never really filleted a fish before in my life. This is a big task at hand I think I'm tackling, but luckily our buddy Steele gave me a few guidelines on one side of this fish. He put a few knife marks in it so I could just follow those guidelines and learn on my own how to fillet this giant mutton. And then we're gonna vacuum seal some of it up and put it in the freezer and cook some up tonight for dinner. This is a beautiful fish. It's massive. It doesn't even fit on my cutting board, so we're definitely gonna make a mess here. I don't even know how to tackle it. My cutting board's not big enough. I don't want to do it outside because it is starting to rain, so we're gonna try and do it here on the counter. I've cleared everything off. Wish me luck.
If you have the will and a moment to spare, it's a beautiful world out there. It's a beautiful world out there.
I think it's time to put my hair up for this one. Don't want fish guts in my hair. All right, and he was nice enough to not only leave us that cooler outside with some ice, but he also gave me his fillet knife. I've already sharpened it because these guys have tougher skin than the lionfish he showed us last week, so hopefully it's sharp enough to cut through this tough skin. All right, ready to dive in. So as you can see here, he showed me the outline of where the skull is and the back. So this is his cut here, kind of the guideline, and then he's already got it gutted down, so the belly's already split open. So we're just gonna kind of cut the side off, try not to get too many bones in it, and then we'll rinse it in some seawater, he said. So I've got a bowl of seawater here. So saltwater fish you rinse in salt water, freshwater fish you rinse in fresh water. That is something I did not know, so we're learning here. This guy does have some spines here on his dorsal fin. They're pretty sharp, but he is not toxic like the lionfish, so I'm not too worried if I get stabbed. It's just gonna hurt. Other than that, should be safe. It's pretty tough skin, he's right. Just gonna go along the spine here so I can see into the cavity, get my fillet out. If anyone has any words of advice, I would love to hear them. Ah! Oh. My first fillet. Definitely not the prettiest, but I think it'll be edible. Let's get the skin off of it here. All right, well, it's not the prettiest fillet, and I'm sure there's a bunch of fishermen out there that are just cringing at what I did. But I think it's pretty good for my first try. And we got a good chunk of meat here just from the one side. I'm trying not to waste too much of it, but I really don't know what I'm doing. So take a look at my first fillet. So we got quite a bit of meat here just from the one side. That's definitely a few meals there, and I still have to do the whole other side of this fish with no guidelines. I'm gonna do that and get back to you guys. Just gonna have to go for it.
Catching a large mutton snapper is no small feat. It's a symbol of the ocean's generosity and skill of the fishermen. But beyond the thrill of the catch, there's a deeper appreciation for the fish itself. This magnificent creature has lived a life in the vast open ocean, facing challenges and predators, growing strong and resilient. By catching it, we're participating in the circle of life, and it's crucial to acknowledge that with gratitude and respect.
I'm finally finished. That took way longer than I expected. Props to anyone who can do that fairly quickly. That was rather difficult for me. I think mostly because the size of the fish was rather large. There was a lot of meat to hold up while trying to fillet it. But we did get probably 6 to 8 good sized fillets out of that. So we're gonna have some good eats here. We got a whole plate. It's not the prettiest fillets, but I bet they still taste the same. So I'm gonna vacuum pack all these up except what we're eating for dinner tonight. We're gonna put them in the freezer for later. And if anybody wants fish head soup, I have a large fish head for you. It's really good. I made kind of an Asian inspired dish with some rice and some broccoli and some peppers and jalapenos and soy sauce, and it's delicious. We have 6 more fillets in the freezer that we're looking forward to eating later on.
Oh, that's so good. Nothing like fresh caught snapper. After a hard day's work. Thanks, Jaclyn. Thanks, Steele. Oh yeah, it's storming right now. It's middle of June, and it feels like the middle of winter. It's weird.
We are here at Fort Zachary, and we're gonna do a little snorkel trail they have out here. They transplanted some corals out here a few years ago, and it's brought in a lot of marine life, and we've never checked it out. So today's our first time checking it out. Before this good, here's up around these rocks.
As we prepare to dive into the warm water, we take a moment to appreciate the beauty that surrounds us. We're incredibly lucky to live in a place where the ocean is our backyard, teeming with life and mystery. The thrill of snorkeling, the vibrant coral reefs, and the colorful fish darting in and out of view. It's all a reminder of the wonders that nature has to offer. Every time we plunge into the water, we're stepping into a world that's both ancient and ever-changing. A world that offers us not just sustenance, but also a profound sense of connection to the earth. The ocean is more than just a source of food. It's a testament to the cycles of life and the delicate balance that sustains it. When we catch a fish, we're participating in a tradition that dates back thousands of years. A tradition that binds us to our ancestors and to each other. There's something deeply humbling about this. It reminds us of our place in the world as stewards of these natural resources. We have a responsibility to respect and preserve them for future generations.
big parrotfish.
It's in these moments that we realize how truly fortunate we are. The ocean provides for us, the land supports us, and our community enriches us. We're blessed to have access to such natural beauty and resources, to have the skills and knowledge to harvest and prepare them, and to share these experiences with loved ones. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to take these blessings for granted. But it's experiences like this, snorkeling in the ocean, catching and cooking our own food, that remind us of the simple, profound joys of life. Let's hold on to that gratitude and let it inspire us to live more mindfully, more sustainably, and more connected to the world around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey. I hope it inspires you to appreciate the natural wonders in your own life and to find joy in the simple, beautiful act of living in harmony with the earth. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and most importantly, stay grateful.
Bought a Hemingway beard and a sunburned brain, coconut, a helmet, and a bamboo cane, pineapple hands and the flip-flop.
If you enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next Tuesday on another adventure.